Hello everybody, welcome to episode 42 of my playthrough of F1 Manager 22 as Mercedes. And look at here, we got an update installed, and they finally addressed DRS strength, so it's probably going to be less of a DRS train now. So really interested to see what's going to happen up next with the Mexican Grand Prix, and the drivers keep staring at me, and I'm getting a little uncomfortable with that. So hyper-realistic, it's staring right at my soul. Yeah, so they adjusted the DRS strength and the impact of slipstreams and dirty air. Definitely going to be rather interesting here. Gameplay tab of the settings menu. Might as well check that now. Okay. No, this is exactly what I want. Greater impact from slipstreams and dirty air. Okay. So, as I said, turn around to the Mexican Grand Prix. We do have the new ATR period now open. Underfloor research is complete. Now, the thing is, looking at the standings here, we're only ahead by 38 points over Red Bull and 48 over Ferrari with 3 races left. Again, our season objective is to get second or above in the Constructors. I think we're going to do a real tiny upgrade to the car. Max Verstappen can potentially clinch. He needs to be 50 points ahead of everybody else, actually 52. I don't think it's going to happen after this weekend, maybe after Brazil, Interlagos, but right now he's got a 27-point lead over Lewis and even greater lead over Carlos Sainz and George. Don't know if Lewis is going to catch Max, but if he could fend off Carlos for second in the driver's standings, would be really great. And if George could catch up as well and at least stay clear of Leclerc, it'll also be just as great. But the thing is, we do have some things we can work on with the car. We're not going to use a lot of our ATR period here because to get a lot of upgrades done for next season. So we're only going to use a little bit of the CFD hours, wind tunnel hours. I'm going to use 12 there. Make the car a little bit faster. That'll help in the dirty air as well. It'll be done in 38 days. Is it even going to be done? I don't think it's going to be ready in time. So you know what? Hang on. I gotta look at the calendar. Yeah, we'll be done by that point. So, can't really use the engineers for that, so might as well just keep going forth and do research for next season. Oopsies. Gonna do some research. We've done a lot on the underfloor already. Let's do some stuff with the front wing now, especially to help the dirty air cornering. Gonna dump a lot into there. Leave a little bit for the end. Let's dump about 45 of the hours in there. There you go. Really just aiming at helping the dirty air cornering. 6 engineers will go on that. I think we got 4 more engineers left. And what else can we work on here? Done the chassis, done the underfloor. Guess we'll do some stuff with the side pods as well. Dump the rest into that. Let's see. Help the engine cooling a little bit. There you go. That'll be done in 33 days. Okay, so we got basically all of our manpower going towards projects for next season. So basically, no more upgrades coming for this year. We got what we got. Off to the Mexican Grand Prix. And so Q1 is in the books here at Mexico. A lot of grid penalties this week. Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, Bottas, Alonso, Magnussen, Albon. Well, Albon, we knew was back there. Usual faces are eliminated here in Q1. Traffic playing a bit of a factor this week, I think. Lewis only P7, George P12. Now, George does have a faulty ERS system on there. We do have a new one available, which we'll probably slap on for Interlagos. But yeah, I was waiting to see who had a grid penalty this week before deciding if we want to put the new one on, because I'd rather have George start out towards the front, especially if we're trying to retain at least second in the Constructors. Yeah, I don't think we can... Well, we can swap out the ERS. See, if we put that on, the problem is we are going to take that grid penalty, which I'm not all that interested in doing this week. But I guess we'll just see once we get to it. Gonna skip ahead to the end of Q2. Well, problems for George, and I think problems with us not developing the car any further. George eliminated in P11. That might be the ERS playing into that, though. Lewis all the way down P7. Components on his car are fine, it's just we're that slow. Lando, good pace in the McLaren again. Eliminated there in Q2, along with George is Stroll, Magnussen, Gasly, and Ricciardo. On to Q3. Coming around to start the final flyer for Lewis. Leclerc fastest, as has been the case all weekend, but again, he's got the grid penalty. What's the problem is, he's got Red Bull second and third, effectively first and second, while Perez also has the penalty. Lewis currently 7th, behind Alonso and Bottas. At least we're a 10th ahead of Lando. Fresh set of softs on the car. Everyone else is kind of on the scuffs from the beginning. At least we're going fastest, or not fastest, but faster in Sector 1 than we did on our first flyer. Claire's going even faster, kind of slowed down our second sector there. No one's really picking up there. Well, Alonso is. See where we end up. See if we pick up a spot. No, we don't. Only a couple of thousandths off of Alonso. Got our work cut out for us, but I think we're going to go with the real meat and potato strategy this week. I'll show you what I mean. So, current starting positions, 8th for George and 3rd for Lewis, although I'm wondering if we put the new ERS on, what would that put him? I guess it'd still be 8th. Oh, that's tough. Okay, I think we'll just keep this one on. Well, this one's a little less damaged. So we'll slap that one on. So George starting 8th, Lewis starting 3rd. Again, going meat and potatoes here. Real easy one stopper. It's going to be the medium to the hard compound. Seeing if we could extend that a little bit, maybe that'll help. He'll have both kind of come in on lap 30. Okay, all set there. So, a couple neat things in this new update besides the adjustments to DRS and the field kind of bunching up. They finally put it where selectively the field can unlap themselves under caution. Also, I think they finally did some tweaks with the AI strategy where they'll come in more often during safety cars, because that's something that's been kind of broke. AI handles safety cars really, really poorly, where they'll never bring them in unless they were due to come in anyway. So I see they fixed that. I mean, it kind of takes an advantage away from us, but I'd rather have realistic AI. Anyways, here we go, starting the Mexican Grand Prix. Bit overcast out. That'll help the tire wear. Got Verstappen leading here. Maybe can lock up the title. Probably needs a lot to go his way, though. Anyways, Verstappen down the way. Got Leclerc starting P9 just behind George. Bottas all the way in the back. Alonso P6. Much of a grid penalty. So Lewis up to P2. Oh, nope, sign's right there. So Leclerc's kind of scrapping around. George stuck in P8. He's got Leclerc right behind him.
Everything you can.
There you go. Lewis up to P2. Very good.
Alpine just advanced.
Everyone on the medium tire up here. Not a lot of cars in the soft. Only Schumacher, Albon, Guan Yu Zhou. And Lance Stroll, everyone else on the medium. Imagine everyone's going for the one stopper. Again, keep it a real simple strategy here. Let's push on the fuel to start.
And think about left lifting coast.
Understood.
Where's Sergio Perez at? Where's that bull? All the way P19. Okay, well that will help us at least. In the constructors, they'll stop the bleeding a little bit. All I can really ask for at this point. Again, with new adjustments to the dirty air. Ooh, it's a big old scrap back there. I think Bottas had an issue. With the adjustments to dirty air, it's going to be a bit harder for him to cut through the field. If I were him, I probably would have started the softs actually, but oh well. See, it's a bit more strung out than what it would usually be. I think us pushing on the fuel is definitely helping at the moment. So players looking to take a look down the right side. We'll fend him off down the straight. Oops, someone locked up. It was. Ooh, big crash. Chunks of carbon fiber going everywhere. That's a safety car. Well, we're going to back everything down right now.
It's a crash.
What?
And it's
Well, it was a
more than
McLaren,
one car.
and see which
We can
McLaren
take
it
a
was.
look Now look at this. Daniel Ricciardo involved.
Well,
here.
big lockup. Ooh.
Goodness
that was
me,
either
that is a
Albon.
serious collision.
Well, they're both on softs. So it's Joe Guan Yu that's
Safety
out. Back everything down here.
Understood.
Get ready to pounce after the caution.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car coming in right here. Going to speed things up a little bit. Well, get ready to go again. Tire just go back to standard. Just going to push in the fuel of both drivers.
Just push.
Waiting for Verstappen to bring everyone back to green. There we go.
Safety cars in the pits.
Copy.
Reduce, lift and coast.
Might be taking a look already. Big run down this huge front straight right here. Sign's kind of fanning out. Nothing's going to happen there. At some point we're going back down the tires, try to extend the range a little bit, but that safety car definitely helped to start with. As kind of a little breakaway forming, so big fan of the dirty air and the new effects it has in the field. This might be a nice little 3-car breakaway for the race here. Now with the dirty air, I mean, we're staying real close to Verstappen. I forgot how good our car is in the dirty air, so what we're going to do is actually, let's go for the overtake now.
Overtake is
So we
available.
just get the push done. Looking around the left side to begin with. Push the button. Let's go, Lewis. Looking down the left side. George still stuck behind the Alpine of Alonso. let's go for the overtake with George as well.
So you have overtake.
Copy.
Around left side this time, maybe? Kind of a hard place to try to pass. Sends it in, come on. Hammer down, let's go. Okay, got boxed out there. Get one more time down the front.
The RS will be activated now.
There we go.
You have fastest lap.
Okay.
Well, George's not getting that much closer there. He's got
This is
Charles
also
looking at his
where
left side. As Mike get the pass. I think we're just going to fend him off. We'll be okay. Should be okay. Just keep that Ferrari at bay. Well, it didn't last for long. Verstappen's going to get us right back on the straight there, but at least we'll just tuck in on the DRS. Okay, let that tow us along. We'll keep with the same pace we're on right now for the tires. We got double DRS on us.
Red Bull moved up.
Okay, that's a problem. These signs won't get us there. You didn't get that much of a run on us, or run away from us. And another lap later, Lewis got back around. Just going to kind of have him save some tire right now. Just prolong the stint just a little bit, because Verstappen's a good guess, but no problem around the front straight. George kind of just keeping out with that pace. Actually, you can keep on pushing with the fuel if you want.
Let's lift and coast.
Just hopefully keep Leclerc at bay. Is racing signs in the championship, but again, we got Leclerc chasing him in the points, so if we keep that Monegasque driver behind us, be okay, at least secure fourth, but we want to at least get both drivers in the top three if possible. Meanwhile, up front, Edge Max going to get double DRS right here. Lewis kind of defending down the straight. Well, he's not going to defend here. Maybe he can. He's got it. Oh, got another safety car. What happened here? Sector 3. What happened?
Safety car, safety car.
I don't know if he had enough time to get to the pits. Vettel and Alonso.
Accident.
Big crash there. Let's
Here's
see
the
what happened.
replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine.
Right. Ooh.
And that's a big smash.
Two multiple-time
They'll have
world
felt
champions
that.
taking each other out. Nothing to hurt a little bit.
It's a big shunt.
Well.
Big shunt.
I don't think we're going to come to the pits just yet. Let's just back everything down. Keep conserving. See you when we go back to green. Well, that kind of sprung that on me pretty quick. Already back to green. Yeah, Sainz got swallowed up there. Lando trying to look for P2. So we can fend him off. So just a quick Sergio Perez alert. It's up to P13 now. Stuck behind the Williams and Michael Schumacher. Not Michael. Oops. Mick Schumacher. He's having a great race for the Williams team. A couple more crashes could get a point. Tiffy up there in the points, actually. So, hello. Getting a little bit of separation between Lewis and Lando. Hope we keep that up. George will just kind of keep backing down the tires just a little bit. Halfway to the pit window. Gearbox now showing a little bit of wear for Lewis. Let's just check the percentages there. Yeah, that and the ERS. Lewis has brand new components for both. Not sure how much, if we took a new one for Interlagos, how much of a grid penalty that'd be. But I don't know how much of that new DRS adjustments Frontier have done are actually working, because it's still a bit of a train here. Still 8 cars attached. I know, well, Perez is now up to the top 10. He's the first car not in DRS range by anybody. Although Gasly is just about slipping away from Stroll. So things still kind of not totally broken up front.
Increase lift and coast.
It's been better, because generally everyone will be on top of each other, but a couple early tickets, a bit Sainz and Perez coming in. Now, both these guys going onto the hard tire. I think it's too early. I imagine they might be trying the two-stopper here. Not sure why. We're going to keep on with our strategy here. All full long distance, try making the hard tires go, so I imagine they're on the two-stopper. Also coming in there, Latifi and Tsunoda. Hard tires going on. Man, that's a slow stop for the Haas. Tsunoda, hard tires going on. Just keep on keeping on up here. Got both of our guys backing off the tires a little bit. Make the tread last a little bit longer. So again, it is DRS train still. And Stroll now coming in from the soft tire. We go on the hards. I think it called for a one stopper for soft to hard. I think at least. Schumacher and Albon also coming in. Both of them were in the soft tire as well. Well, they can go the hards. Imagine Sainz and Perez could as well, but I still think it's kind of early. Oh, let's go ahead and get this overtake done, shall we?
Overtake press. Overtake press.
Yep.
George, will kind of have you carry on the way you are, just at the tail end of this little pack. Bottas and Gasly have fallen off a little bit. Bottas' tire is actually worse too. Let's get this move done.
And think about less lifting coast.
Okay.
Good sweeping past there. It's not clear yet.
Nice work, Lewis.
Still not clear.
Just do what you can.
Max had the DRS.
Red Bull moved up.
Well, at least we'll get the DRS back on him here. No, he has it again. All right, that's kind of broke a little. Oh, we got to deploy, get back up there. Big sign of Perez not gaining much time here, so I don't think the undercut's going to work for them. Perhaps the overcut could work for us.
Increase in lifting coast.
Oh, Verstappen's with the clean air is just saving his tires like nobody's business. This time down the front, going to see if George can try and overtake here. Get some on Ocon, perhaps. Still too far spread out. Set the back neutral. As, hey, Lewis got the lead.
Such an awesome job, mate.
Can we get the double DRS? Come on. Yes, we will.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
See if we keep him behind us with dirty air now. A bit surprised we're actually able to grab the lead because development-wise, again, we halted everything for this year. And well, at this point be W14. Kind of a turd at this point. Verstappen coming in the pits. Only one of the leaders to do so right now, as we're just entering our window. I'm not sure if the undercut's going to work. Further we make the hard tires go, happier we'll be. See if Verstappen comes out here. Might have Ricciardo get around him.
So Verstappen in the pit lane now.
So here comes Ricciardo. There goes Ricciardo. Ricciardo already pitted for the hard tire. So Verstappen may be stuck behind him for a little bit. Hey, here comes everybody else. Here comes Norris, Leclerc, Ocon, Bottas. They're all coming in now. I think we'll actually push on the tires just a little bit. Just to get some of the pace down.
Leclerc in the pit lane now.
Let's go a little bit longer, both drivers.
Yellow.
Crash sector 1.
Seems to have been a lockup.
That's one of the safety car appears to just be Tsunoda locking up there. So pushing on the tires is doing us pretty good right here. So you deploy a little bit with George. Gasly now coming in the pits. As at this point, get Lewis come in, go to the hard tire.
Box.
To this lap.
Should have George just in DRS range to get a little bit of a boost. Big straightaway coming here. George should get a pull with DRS. There he comes. Here comes Lewis about to come in the pit lane. So George will lead the lap here. Hard tire going on. Get to you in a second. 2.5, decent stop there. Max not coming through the final corner just yet.
And save fuel.
Down and away. Right, he'll get passed by Verstappen. That's about it. Maybe Ricciardo too. Ooh, good defending. Go ahead and deploy, get up there 3 wide for effectively the final podium spot right now. Go on, get up there. Get back in range, Lewis. Ooh, frame rate's taking a tumble. Does not like those cars being 3 wide, I guess. Anyways, here comes George.
So you're boxing.
Yes, box.
All right, Lewis back in DRS range. Very good. Set that back neutral. See how George does on his stop right here. 2.6, bit slower. Still got DRS open. There goes Verstappen to the lead. George, bit of an overcut there unless Perez pulls out. Or goes around, ooh, might look to the inside. Hell of an undercut by Perez there, but George gets out P4. Very good. 3-car battle for lead now. Verstappen, Hamilton, and Leclerc.
Have a look.
And just like
Now,
that, with the
just
help of
watch
DRS
the
down the front
Mercedes
straight,
here.
here comes Lewis, screaming back to lead. With about 40 to go. Leclerc actually
There they go.
is about to kick him down to third. Which help the driver's standings a little bit. Though I do think it's a foregone conclusion. Verstappen probably will win his third driver's championship. So if we got a chance, might as well keep taking it. George, meanwhile, had Perez slip past him. Well, we'll kind of just manage here as Leclerc gets around Lewis. Gonna fight right back though.
And think about less lifting coast.
Understood.
Our lead was really short-lived right there. Guess we got the DRS back. Just past halfway now as Lewis actually almost about to pull out DRS range from Leclerc. Again, we did know how fast that Ferrari was this weekend. Might be a sit and duck against the Red Bulls. George, you kind of have just sitting behind Sainz right now, although he's probably going to go for a pass here. You get alongside him. Close enough. Come on, let's get back around for Verstappen.
Mercedes moved up a place.
George gets around Sainz again. Sainz, I think, is on the two-stopper. Yes, Perez.
Press overtake.
Okay.
Should be able to get Lewis back in DRS range. Yes, we do. Keep closing. Anyway, standing says they run.
And think about increasing lifting coast just a little.
Drivers, Lewis gains back a couple points, still behind by a full race. Constructors, though, gaining 1 point over Red Bull, although Ferrari's getting a little bit closer. Just trying to take the wind out of their sails. With only 3 races to go here. 2 races left after today. Skipping ahead a little bit, just about 25 to go. Leclerc's put on the jets a little bit, pulled away from the rest of us. Still got Lewis fending off Verstappen and Perez. And Verstappen's going to guess on the front straight here. Maybe a Perez as well, because they'll both have the DRS. George, meanwhile, still scrapping Carlos Sainz. They're falling off a little bit. And I do anticipate Sergio and Carlos to be coming in for another stop. Yeah, let's see how we're doing down the front straight. Yeah, Leclerc is totally checked out. Verstappen looking down the right side. He should have the positioning. Yeah, he'll have it. Oh well, just keep sitting tight, just kind of riding the thing out. Well, as expected. Well, as expected, Perez is on the two-stopper. So he's coming in right now. And Sainz coming in now as well. That's going to kick George up to
Perez
P4.
in the pit lane.
Problem is, Max well ahead of Lewis. Guess Perez held us up just a little bit there. It's still 3.5 second lead from Leclerc over Verstappen, so. Oh well. At least George is about 7 seconds clear of Lando for P4. Sergio slots out P9 on the soft tire, looks like. Nope, on the medium. Sainz also on the medium. About 2.5 seconds behind Gasly for the final point spot. Should be able to get right in DRS range here. He's got it. Tires looking fine. Tires still do better than Verstappen's, but he can see his through to the end. George's tires doing fine as well. Bit of update on Sergio Perez. He's sliced his way up to P5. About 7.5 seconds behind George. Just slicing through the field on those new medium tires. Might be able to get up to us. I reckon he will, actually. Sainz, meanwhile, lost some time on his stop, I believe. But he's at least cleared Gasly's in the final position in the points. Has fastest lap. But still about 4.5 seconds behind Lance Stroll for P9. Up front, still Leclerc by a commanding 7 seconds. Still got Lewis hanging out. Just kind of waiting in the wings, waiting to get by Verstappen eventually. Like there. Well, jumping ahead to 13 to go, and Sergio has most definitely caught us. And he has the fastest lap, so... actually, we couldn't even defend there because that was just inevitable. Wow. All right, so Sergio Perez up to P4. Nothing we can do about that P5. Luckily, it's still about another 8 seconds to this little pack behind us of Bottas and Ocon. Lando's fallen off a little bit. Still in P8. As Carlos Sainz has now caught up to Lance Stroll. He holds the final points position by 7 seconds. Lewis and Verstappen still fighting. But still 8.5 seconds behind Leclerc.
Position gained for Mercedes.
Yellow flag. Just a spin by Albon, turn 5. Something for a safety car. I would like to get soft tires. Although I'm sure the rest of the AI would now do that as well. If the patch notes I'm reading were correct. At least they indicated that'd be the case.
Losing ground.
Turn that up. Stay in touch with him. Let's go.
And think about left lifting coast.
Understood.
This could get a little interesting. Just had Daniel Ricciardo coming for a pit stop. He was on a soft tire, so maybe he'll get away from us. So we're coming out of the final corner with Verstappen now. Yeah, Daniel's down and away. I think he'll be all right here. Again, he had that major crash with Alonso earlier. Was it Alonso? No, that was Vettel. No, he had a major crash with Zhou Guanyu. And, yeah, I think with his soft tires, he should be able to get away from us, no problem. Not play interference in the battle for second.
Increase in lifting coast just a little.
10 to go.
Understood.
Getting down to it here, and Sergio is catching up quick on the both of us, so we're going to get moving here.
An overtake will be available.
Coming to 3 to go for Leclerc. He's looking for his 3rd win of the season. Sergio is less than 2 seconds behind us, so we need to get moved on here quick.
Three laps remaining.
So he goes screaming down the left side. Come on. Someone just spun. Who was that?
It's a spin.
It's Albon again.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Okay, run. Actually, just try pushing a little bit. Oh, totally throwing it away. Carlos Sainz now up to P6, although he's still 7 seconds behind George. We should be fine with George. Keep running the way you are. Let's keep working on getting the hell away from these two. Charles got 2 to go now. Yeah, we're out of battery.
2 laps remaining.
Ooh, set that back. Don't want to run out of fuel.
Just going to be some lift and coast.
Ooh, Verstappen looked like he was blocking Sergio there. Keep running away, come on. Sergio might be taking a look on his teammate. So here comes Leclerc across the line, take the white flag.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Yeah, come on, come on. Oh shoot, he's right there.
And one more.
They're both right there. Oh, this is going to hurt the constructors' hopes a little. Because Verstappen, here comes Perez coming with him. Oh, I hope you got enough gas. Should have enough. No DRS, no DRS. So you get one back, come on. All right, well, Leclerc is your winner here in Mexico. Verstappen looks like he's going to get P2 over the hometown hero, Sergio Perez. Bit disappointing for Lewis here, but I mean,
That's
got nothing new on the car.
Charles Leclerc is today's
P4
winner.
for Lewis.
Second flag now.
Here comes George. He should be able to hang on to P5, no problem.
Keep pushing, guys. I believe in you.
Nice work, Lewis.
And here comes George across the line. P5. Well, everything's all said and done. Leclerc, even with the grid penalty, made up 8 spots to win the Mexican Grand Prix. Sergio Perez made up 15 spots. Imagine he's driver of the day. Perez also had the fastest lap, so definitely driver of the day. Rest of the points paying positions behind George. He had Carlos Sainz, Ocon, Bottas made up 11 spots to finish 8th. Lando P9, Lance Stroll P10. And after that, he had Gasly, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Latifi, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Albon. Then crashing out of the race, Vettel, Alonso, and Zhou Guan Yu. Driver standings, well, 33-point lead. Verstappen can definitely clinch over at Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix. 2-horse race at this point. It's pretty much wrapped up, though. George able to gain 2 spots, or 2 points on Carlos Sainz, now 13 behind him. But with his victory, Leclerc only 10 points behind George now. Constructors, it's getting closer with 2 races to go. Only 26 points over Red Bull at this point. And do math, come on, 37 points over Ferrari. So holding on a second might be in jeopardy. Okay, so got no new parts coming, obviously, but Brazil's in 11 days. I think I might be starting to hit the panic button here, but you know, anything can really happen. Let's see if we can figure out what the weather forecast is going to be. Hopefully it rains. That'll throw us a bone. Okay, it might rain Saturday and Sunday. That could help us. Also, 50% chance safety cars, so could be a wild card here. I know we went with the meat and potato strategy here. Just a real simple one-stopper. Nothing too wild. But might have to go back on our crazy nonsense for Brazil if we have any shot of holding second. Also, as you can see, still haven't dealt with the who's going to drive for us next season. that'll probably be dealt with either next episode or for Abu Dhabi. So either next episode, after that one. But that's going to do it for us here at F1 Manager 2022, as Mercedes here in the 2023 season, wrapping up very soon. Keep your eyes peeled for the next episode, episode 43, coming in a few short days. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when that episode does come out. And to everybody, thank you for watching.